If you want to be famous in your lifetime, become an actor. If you want to be famous forever, become a writer.
William Shakespeare, the man who is often called England's national poet and nicknamed the Bard of Avon. Shakespeare is considered by many to be the greatest writer of the English language. He is also one of the most influential. Through his works, he is credited with introducing nearly 3,000 words to the English language, many of which are still being used today. In addition, his works are the second most often quoted after the Bible. He wrote about 37 plays, 154 sonnets, 2 long narrative poems, and a few other verses. His plays have been translated into every major living language and are performed more often than those of any other playwright. He was born on 23rd of April, 1564, and died on the 23rd of April, 1616. 400 years after his death, he is still famous forever. Usually we read, talk about, and quote his plays, but today we honor his sonnets. Shakespeare's sonnets are adored throughout the literary world.
Sonnet number 18 by William Shakespeare. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course and trend. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.
Sonnet number 30. When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old vows, new veil, my dear, time's waste. Then can I drown an eye, unused to flow, for precious friends hid in dead, stateless night, and weep afresh love's long since cancelled woe, and moan the expense of many a vanished sight. Then can I grieve at grievances forgone, and heavily from woe to woe tell o'er the sad account of fore-bemoaned moan, which I knew pays if not paid before. But if the while I think on thee, dear friend, all uses are restored and sorrows end.
Sonnet number 33, William Shakespeare. Full many a glorious morning have I seen, flatter the mountain tops with sovereign eye, kissing with golden face the meadows green, gilding pale streams with heavenly alchemy. Anon, permit the basest clouds to ride, with ugly wrack on his celestial face, and from the forlorn world his visage hide, stealing unseen to west with his disgrace. Even so, my sun one early morn did shine, with all triumphant splendor on my brow. Without, alack, it was but 1 hour mine, the region cloud hath masked him from me now. Yet him for this my love no whit disdaineth, sons of the world may stain, and heaven's sun staineth.
Sonnet 73 by William Shakespeare. That time of year thou mayst in me behold, when yellow leaves, or none, or few, do hang upon those boughs which shake against the cold, bare, ruined choirs, where late the sweet birds sang. In me thou seest the twilight of such day, as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away, death's second self that seals up all in rest. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire, that on the ashes of his youth doth lie, as the deathbed whereon it must expire, consumed with that which it was nourished by. This thou perceivest, which makes thy love more strong, to love that well which thou must leave alone.
Sonnet 104, William Shakespeare. To me, fair friend, you never can be old,
for as you were when first your eye I eyed. Such seems your beauty still. 3 winters cold have from the forest shook 3 summers' pride. 3 beauteous springs to yellow autumn turned. In process of the seasons have I seen 3 April perfumes and 3 hot Junes burned. Since first I saw you fresh, but yet are green. Ah, yet doth beauty like a dial hand steal from his figure and no pace perceive. So your sweet hue, which methinks still doth stand, hath motion, and mine eye may be deceived, for fear of which heardest thou I age unbred. Ere you were born, was beauty's summer dead.
Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with a remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark, that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be errand upon me proved, I never writ, nor I never loved.
Sonnet 130 by William Shakespeare. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun, corals far more red than her lips red. If snow be white when her breasts are done, if hairs be wires, like wires round her head. I've seen roses damask red and white, but not such roses see I in her cheeks. And in some perfumes there is much more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, but well I know that music had a far more pleasing sound. I regret I never saw a goddess go. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground. And yet, by heaven, I think my love is rare, as any she belied with false compare.